the empress discovered that the emperor's handprint perfectly matched that of the person who had attacked her, so she angrily challenged the emperor to a duel. But during the chase, both of them accidentally fell into water. When the empress woke again, she was shocked to find her soul had entered the emperor's body. At that moment, the first thing she did was to pull down his clothes to check. Then she slapped his face hard, realizing it wasn't a dream after all. The emperor's attendants turned away in shock. Just as they thought the emperor had injured his mind, they saw that familiar majestic look return and finally relaxed. But the next moment, the emperor started fighting with empty air. It turned out both the emperor's and empress's souls were squeezed into the same body. To fight for control, they started arm wrestling. The emperor angrily accused her of slapping his face in secret, leaving one side swollen. Hearing this, the empress immediately slapped the other side, claiming now his face was symmetrical. The attendants watched excitedly. Seeing this, the emperor immediately ordered them to get out. However, trouble kept coming. At the morning court, the ministers worried that the empress was still unconscious, which would anger her powerful general father. To appease him, the ministers suggested bestowing the title of greatest general in the country. The empress immediately took over the emperor's body, objecting that 10,000 taels of gold for her father was far better. The emperor urgently regained control, claiming it was just a joke. But the next moment, the empress covered his mouth and ordered the eunuch to do it right away. The emperor had to command everyone not to move, then covered his own mouth again as he fought with the empress's soul. In the end, he passed out from lack of air. That night, the maid found that the empress's body had turned cold after being unconscious for so long. The imperial physician suggested the emperor keep holding the empress to keep her warm. Hearing this, the empress hugged her own body, and soon the temperature returned to normal. However, what she worried was she might fall for her own beautiful self. This was doomed to be a heartbreaking love, so she simply relinquished control to go to sleep. Though reluctant, the emperor continued to hold her body and gazed at her sleeping face. Only then did he realize the empress was actually quite beautiful. But he immediately dismissed the wild thought and forced himself to sleep, for he had long sworn never to love this annoying woman. Little did he know, his inner thoughts were so noisy that they woke the empress's soul. She heard the emperor keep cursing her and had to hold her aching head. Furious, she gave his brain a hard kick. The next morning, the emperor woke up and felt a chill. He lifted the quilt and found the empress's soul carefully studying his body. The empress explained she was just curious about what she didn't have, but the emperor firmly refused her request, and then they began a new fight. When the eunuch entered, he was stunned to find the emperor biting his own leg. He immediately closed the door and pretended not to see anything.